Hey folks, it's Johnny at Prepper Base 1. In the last 6 months, this country has faced unprecedented chaos. We have a worldwide pervasive bug pandemic. We have a contentious election that's just on the horizon right here. We got violence in our cities like we've never seen before. We have natural disasters on all of our coasts going on, fires in California, hurricanes in the southeast coast. And 5 million people have become brand new gun owners, causing a shortage of ammunition and firearms. And a lot of these people have become preppers. They see what's coming, they want to be prepared for it. In the prepper world, we use a whole lot of terminology and acronyms that can be confusing to the new prepper. So I thought I'd do a video explaining what these acronyms mean to brand new folks, folks just getting started prepping, and help them understand what we're talking about while they search YouTube videos and periodicals for information on how to prep. So grab your pen, grab your paper, stick around, we'll cover the main ones. Okay, the big one is TOTWAKI, the end of the world as we know it. That basically is a total, complete societal economic collapse where there's no government, no society actually, nothing functions, there are no police, no services such as water and electricity. It's just a total, complete collapse. Okay, the next one's pretty common, SHTF, something hits the fan. Now an SHTF situation is anything that disrupts your normal life. It can be something personal, like losing a job. A lot of people are experiencing that right now. It can be something seriously disastrous, like the current pervasive bug pandemic we have, both nationally and internationally. It could be a natural disaster, such as an earthquake, a fire, a flood, a hurricane. Anything that puts you and your family in some sort of risk and disrupts your normal life. Okay, now we go into WROL, without rule of law. This is a situation where the complete judicial system is pretty much broken down. There's no police protection, there's no courts, businesses, property, people are not being protected by the authorities, and you're pretty much on your own as far as protecting yourself and your property. Now you've seen this already in some of our major cities with some of the riots going on, where the police either are not present or else they've been told to stand down, and people are pretty much on their own as far as taking care of themselves and their property. Okay, let's talk about bugging in. Basically, bugging in means you're going to ride out the storm, you're going to handle whatever the SHTF situation from your primary residence. And this is the preferable option because it gives you access to all the stores that you've stored up, all the things that you have, and you're protecting your home and everything that you do own. So bugging in basically is you're going to stick where you're at, where you live, and you're going to deal with the situation as it comes. Okay, let's talk about bugging out. Bugging out means basically to evacuate your primary residence. And there could be a lot of reasons for that. It could be that there's so much violence in your neighborhood that it's just not safe anymore. It could be that your home is damaged. Just a lot of reasons where you find it necessary to leave your primary residence. Now the thing about bugging out is you need to plan about this ahead of time. You should have a definite place to bug out to. You should have your equipment ready to go, and you should have a route that gets you there safely, and you should have looked at these routes ahead of time and planned it out. Bugging out is a planned operation. It should not be on the spur of the moment. If you bug out without a definite place to go and a plan, then you end up being nothing more than a refugee, and that's not a good place to be. EDC, Everyday Carry. This refers to items that you keep on you pretty much all the time when you're away from the house, and they're things that you can easily carry in your pockets or on your belt, and they serve different functions. If you live in a good jurisdiction, a handgun for self-protection would be an EDC item, a good knife, a small flashlight, a multi-tool, maybe a small first aid tin, just all kinds of little different things that you normally would use during your daily activities or that you might need in a very quick emergency. There's a lot of good videos on EDC, and you need to adapt it to your own personality, your climate, where you live, and the jurisdiction that you live in, whatever laws they have. Okay, let's talk about the various bags that preppers talk about and use. And we'll start with your basic bag, your BOB, B-O-B, bug out bag. Now keep in mind all these different terminations are not engraved in stone. They're flexible according to your needs, but basically your bug out bag is your basic bag you want to have. A bug out bag is designed to sustain you for 3 days if you have to quickly leave your residence. Everybody in your family should have a bug out bag. They should be pre-packed, ready to go, and they should include things like food, water, water purification, first aid, medication, self-defense, all these things that you would need to survive for 3 days. And again, it's critical that each member of your family have their own individual personal bug out bag. Women have different needs, children have different needs, and don't forget your pets. But have them packed, ready to go, so if you have to head out the door, you can grab your bags and get out of Dodge. Another serious consideration about your bug out bag is that it has to be light enough for you to be able to carry it by foot. You may be initially evacuating by vehicle, but your vehicle could break down, or your vehicle could be damaged before you can even get to it. So once you put your bug out bag together, take it out and walk a mile in it and just see how it feels. Many people put way too many items in their bug out bag. This is a bare minimum bag. So go ahead, put it together, throw it on and try it. There's a lot of great YouTube videos on how to put bug out bags together. You'll see a lot of different ideas. So sort through it and pick the system that works best for you and your family. Okay, the next bag we're going to talk about is the Get Home Bag, GHB. Now the Get Home Bag is a smaller bag that you take with you perhaps to work or when you're traveling around. And the idea of the Get Home Bag is if there's an emergency and your vehicle is damaged, you can't operate it, that the Get Home Bag will get you from wherever you're at back to your place of residence, your main domicile. The Get Home Bag can vary, and it'll depend on how far away you work or whatever. And these terms, again, are also very variable. In my case, I don't need a Get Home Bag because I keep my bug out bag in my Jeep. So therefore, my bug out bag is my Get Home Bag. But this is just a concept that you can work with. Now let's talk about an inch bag, the I'm Not Coming Home bag. This is a bag that you would throw together if you have to evacuate your primary domicile and for whatever reason you're pretty convinced you're just not coming back. This is going to be a lot bigger than a bug out bag. It's probably going to be vehicle borne. And basically the concept is if you have to leave your home and you're pretty sure you're not coming back, what all would you take with you? It would also supplement your bug out bag with extras, food, water filters, things like that, but also things that you just really feel like you need to have because you're never coming back. Okay, our last abbreviation is EMP, electromagnetic pulse. This is a sharp, short burst of electromagnetic energy that fries electronics. It'll fry your car ignition, your computer, anything that has electronics, that has electronic circuits. It's generally caused by a nuclear explosion, or it can be caused by certain types of severe solar activity. Okay, that's a pretty short list of some of the major abbreviations and definitions that preppers use. There's a whole lot more, and as you get going in the prepping field, you'll learn a lot of different ones, especially when you get into weaponry, self-defense, things like that. But hopefully this is a good beginning vocabulary for brand new preppers, and I hope it's done you some good. So if you like this video, I'd appreciate the old thumbs up, and don't forget to hit the old subscribe button down there. It won't cost you a dime. So until next video, God bless, and watch 6.